A fiddler on the roof. Sounds crazy, no? But in our little village of Anatevka, you might say every one of us is a fiddler on the roof, trying to scratch out a pleasant, simple tune without breaking his neck. It isn't easy. You may ask, why do we stay up there if it's so dangerous? We stay because Anatevka is our home. And how do we keep our balance? That I can tell you in one word. Tradition.
Tradition, 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 tradition.
Because of our traditions, we've kept our balance for many, many years. Here in Anatevka, we have traditions for everything. How to eat, how to sleep, even how to wear clothes. For instance, we always keep our heads covered and always wear a little prayer shawl. This shows our constant devotion to God. You may ask, how did this tradition get started? Well, I'll tell you. I don't know. But it's a tradition. Because of our traditions, everyone knows who he is and what God expects him to do.
Who day and night must scramble for a living, feed a wife and children, say his daily prayers, and who has the right, as master of the house, to have the final word at home. The Papa, the Papa, tradition, the Papa, the Papa, tradition.
Who must know the way to make a proper home, a quiet home, a kosher home? Who must raise a family and run the home, so Papa's there to read the holy book?
The Mama, tradition. The Mama, tradition. At 3 I started Hebrew school, at 10 I learned a trade. I hear they picked a bride for me, I hope she's pretty. The sons, tradition. The sons, tradition.
And who does Mama teach to mend and tend and fix, preparing me to marry whoever Papa picks?
The daughters, the daughters.
I have 5 daughters.
Tradition. The daughters, the daughters.
5 daughters.
Tradition. Who day and night must scramble for a living, feed a wife and children, say his daily prayers, and who has a right as master of the house to have the final word at home? The Papa, tradition. The Papa, the Papa, tradition.
And in the circle of our little village, we've always had our special types. For instance, Jente, the matchmaker.
Avram, I have a perfect match for your son. A wonderful girl.
Who is it?
Rochel, the shoemaker's daughter.
Oh no, but she can hardly see. She's almost blind.
Tell the truth, Avram. Is your son so much to look at? The way she sees and the way he looks. It's a perfect match.
And Nahum, the beggar.
Alms for the poor! Alms for the poor! Here, Red Nahum is 1 kopeck.
1 kopeck? Last week you gave me 2 kopecks.
I had a bad week.
So if you had a bad week, why should I suffer?
And most important, our beloved Rabbi.
Rabbi, may I ask you a question?
Certainly, my son.
Is there a proper blessing for the Tsar?
A blessing for the Tsar. Of course. May God bless and keep the Tsar far away from us.
And there are others who make a much bigger circle. His Honor, the Constable, His Honor, the Priest, and His Honor, many others. We don't bother them, and so far, they don't bother us. And among ourselves, we get along perfectly well. Of course, there was a time where he sold him a horse, and he delivered a mule. But that's all settled now. Now we live in simple peace and harmony, and
I still think it was a mule.
it was a horse.
It was a mule.
It was
I
a
know
horse,
what
I
a
tell
mule
you.
looks like, and I know what a horse looks
Horse, mule, horse, mule, horse, mule, horse, mule.
Tradition, 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 tradition.
Tradition. Without our traditions, our lives would be as shaky as a fiddler on the roof.
Poddle! Cycle! Yenta is coming.
I wonder if she found a husband for you.
I'm not anxious for Yenta to find me a husband.
Not unless it's Mottle the tailor.
I didn't ask you.
But Saito, you're the oldest. They have to find a match for you before they can make one for me.
And then after her, one for me.
So if Yenta brings us
Oh,
someone...
Yenta.
Well, somebody has to arrange the matches.
She might bring someone wonderful.
Someone interesting.
And well off.
And important. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Matchmaker, matchmaker, look through your book and make me a perfect match.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, I'll bring the veil. You'll bring the groom, slender and pale. Bring me a ring, for I'm longing to be the envy of all I see.
For Papa, make him a scholar.
For Mama, make him rich as a king. For me, well, I wouldn't harm if he were as handsome as anything. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Night after night in the dark I'm alone, so find me a match of my own.
Goldie, I have such news for you. And not every day of the week news. Once in a lifetime news. Such diamonds, such jewels. I'll find a husband for every one of them. But you shouldn't be so picky, right? Of course, right, because after all, even the worst husband, God forbid, is better than no husband, God forbid.
Yenta. You said you had news for me.
I'm losing my head. Someday it will fall off altogether. A horse will kick it in the mud, and goodbye, Yanta. Of course, the news. It's about Laser Wolf, the butcher. A good man, a fine man, and I don't have to tell you he's well off, no. Yes, but he's lonely, a widower all these years. You understand? Of course you do. So, make it short. Out of the whole town, he's got his eye on Title.
My Title?
No, the Tsar's Title. Of course your Title.
Such a match for my Title. But Tevye wants a learned man. He doesn't like Laser.
Good. So Laser won't marry him. He wants the daughter, not the father. Listen to me, Goldie. You send Tevye to him. Don't tell him what it's about. Let Laser discuss it himself. He'll win him over. He's a good man and a wealthy man. So, you let me know how it went. And you don't have to thank me, Goldie. Because aside from my fee, which Laser will pay anyway, it gives me satisfaction to make people happy. True? Of course true. So, goodbye, Goldie. And you're welcome.
Since when are you interested in a match, Chava? I thought you just had your eye on your books. And you have your eye on the rabbi's son.
Well, why not? We only have one rabbi, and he only has one son. Why shouldn't I want the best?
Because you're a girl from a poor family. So whatever Yenta brings, you'll take, right? Of course, right. Hoddle! Oh, Hoddle, have I made a match for you? He's handsome, he's young. All right, he's 62, but he's a nice man, a good catch, true? True, I promise you'll be happy. And even if you're not, there's more to life than that. Don't ask me what. Chava, I found him! Won't you be a lucky bride? He's handsome, he's tall, that is from side to side, but he's a nice man, a good catch, right? Right. You heard he has a temper. He'll beat you every night, but only when he's sober. So you're all right. Did you think you'd get a prince?
Well, I'll do the best I can.
With no dowry, no money, no family background. Be glad you got a man.
Matchmaker, matchmaker, you know that I'm still very young. Please, take your time.
Up to this minute I misunderstood that I could get stuck for good. Dear Yenta, see that he's gentle. Remember you were also a bride. It's not that I'm sentimental, it's just that I'm terrified. Matchmaker, matchmaker, plan me no plans. I'm in no rush. Maybe I've learned playing with matches a girl can get burned. So bring me no ring, groom me no groom, find me no fine, catch me no cat, unless he's a matchless man.
Dear God, was that necessary? Did you have to make him lame just before the Sabbath? That wasn't nice. It's enough you pick on me, Bless me with 5 daughters? A life of poverty? Oh, that's all right. But what have you got against my horse? Really, sometimes I think when things are too quiet up there, you say to yourself, let's see, what kind of mischief can I play on my friend, Tavia?
Aha! So you're finally here, my breadwinner.
I'll talk to you later.
So why are you late today?
His foot went lame.
Well, hurry up. The sun won't wait. And I have something important to say to you.
I still have deliveries in the village.
You'll be late for the Sabbath.
I won't be late.
You'll be late.
I won't be late. If you ever stop talking, I won't be late.
You can die from such a man.
Dear Lord, you made many, many poor people. I realize, of course, it's no shame to be poor, but it's no great honor either. So what would have been so terrible if I had a small fortune? If I were a rich man, yeah, buddy, 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 buddy. All day long I'd biddy, biddy, boom. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Yeah, buddy, 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 buddy. If I were a bitty, bitty rich, idle, diddle, diddle, diddle man, I'd build a big tall house with rooms by the dozen, right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with real wooden floors below. There would be one long staircase just going up, and one even longer coming down, and one more leading nowhere just for show. I feel my yard with chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can. And each loud honk, squawk, buck, buck would land like a trumpet on the ear, as if to say, here lives a wealthy man. Oh, if I were a rich man, yeah, buddy, 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 buddy. All day long I'd biddy, biddy, boom. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Yeah, buddy, 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 buddy. If I were a bitty, bitty rich, idle, diddle, diddle, diddle man, I see my wife, my gold, looking like a rich man's wife with a proper double chin, supervising meals to her heart's delight. I see her putting on airs, strutting like a peacock. Boy, what a happy mood she's in, screaming at the servants day and night. Walk those floors, cook that food, make those beds. The most important men in town would come to fawn on me. They'll ask me to advise them, like Solomon the wise. If you please, Reptavia, pardon me, Reptavia. Holding troubles that would cross a rabbi's eyes. And it won't make one bit of a difference if I answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I'd lack to sit in the synagogue and pray, and maybe have a seat by the eastern wall. And I discuss the holy books with the learned men 7 hours every day. And that would be the sweetest thing of all. Oh. if I were a rich man. Yabba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-doo. All day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum if I were a wealthy man. I wouldn't have to work hard. Yabba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-dibba-doo. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am. Would it spoil some vast eternal plan if I were a wealthy man?
Pava, wait. I'm sorry about those guys back there. They mean no harm.
Don't they? Is there something you want?
Yes, I would like to talk to you. May I walk with you?
I'd rather not.
I've often noticed you at the booksellers. I know most girls in this village don't like to read. But here, take this. It's a very good book.
No, thank you.
Why? Because I'm not Jewish? Do you feel about me the way they feel about you?
Well, no.
I didn't think you would. Go ahead, take the book. And after you return it, we could talk about it. Then we could talk about life, the way we feel about things. Here.
Thank you.
Vietka.
Thank you, Vietka. Well, my home is just up this road. I should go. I can't be late for Sabbath.
Good Sabbath, children.
Good Sabbath, Papa.
Perchik, these are my daughters. Children, this is Perchik from Kiev. He's a teacher.
I'm a very good teacher.
I've heard that the rabbi who must praise himself has a congregation of one.
Your daughter has a quick and witty tongue.
Well, the wit she gets from me. As the good book says...
The good book can wait. Get washed.
The tongue she gets from her mother. Golda, this is Perchik. He'll be staying the Sabbath with us.
Oh, good. Another blessing. Girls, finish dressing. Perchik Mottle, you can wash at the well. Hurry, it's almost Sabbath. Tevye, I believe Laser Wolf wants to speak with you.
If he wants to buy my new milk cow, he can forget it.
He says it's important. Tevye, talk to him.
Oh, all right. After the Sabbath, I'll talk to him. It's getting late. Children, come. We're lighting the candles.
Mottle, ask him.
Reb Tevye?
Not now, Mottle.
Reb Tevye?
What, Mottle? What is it?
Good Sabbath, Reb Tevye.
Good Sabbath, Mottle. Let us pray.
May the Lord protect and defend you. May He always shield you from shame. May you come to be in Israel a shining name. May you be like Ruth and like Esther. May you be deserving of praise. Strengthen them, O Lord, and keep them from the stranger's ways.
May God bless you and grant you long life.
May the Lord fulfill a Sabbath prayer for you.
May God make you good mothers and
May He send you husbands who will care for you. May the Lord protect and defend you.
Here's to our prosperity.
To our good health and happiness.
And most important, to life, l'chaim. L'chaim, l'chaim, to life. Here's to the father I try to be.
Here's to my bride to be.
Drink l'chaim, to life, l'chaim. L'chaim, l'chaim, to life. Life has a way of confusing us,
blessing and bruising us.
Drink l'chaim to life. God would like us to be joyful, even when our hearts lie panting on the floor.
How much more can we be joyful when it's really something to be joyful for?
To life, l'chaim. To Zeitel, my daughter,
my wife. He gives you something to think about.
Something to drink about. Drink l'chaim to life.
Reb Moya.
Yes, Lazy Wolf.
Drinks for everybody.
What's the occasion?
I'm taking myself a bride. Tevye's eldest Seidel.
To Laser Wolf.
To Tevya.
To Zeitel, your daughter,
my wife.
May all your futures be pleasant ones, not like our present ones. Drink l'chaim to life, l'chaim. L'chaim, l'chaim to life. It takes a wedding to make us say, let's live another day. Drink l'chaim to life. We'll raise a glass and sip a drop of schnapps in honor of the great good luck that favored you. We know that when good fortune favors to such men as stand to reason, we deserve it too. To us and our good fortune, be happy, be healthy, long life. And if our good fortune never comes, here's to whatever comes. Drink l'chaim to life. Heaven bless you both, Nastrovia, to your health, and may we live together in peace. Zavasha Zdarovia, heaven bless you both, Nastrovia, to your health, and may we live together in peace. May you both be favored with the future of your choice. May you live to see 1,000 reasons to rejoice. Zavasha Zdarovia, heaven bless you both, Nastrovia, to your health, and may we live together in peace. May you both be favored with the future of your choice. May you live to see 1,000 reasons to rejoice.
Oh, look at that, look at that. I see it.
Ha-ha! Oh, careful now.
Wow.
Oh,
My.
it's crazy.
Wow.
Da
You gave each other a pledge?
They gave each other a pledge, unheard of,
Absurd.
gave each other a pledge.
Unthinkable.
Where do you think you are?
In Moscow? In Paris?
Where do they think they are?
America?
What do you think you're doing? You stitcher, you nothing. Who do you think you are?
King Solomon?
This isn't the way it's done. Not here, not now. Some things I will not, I cannot unlearn. Tradition. Marriages must be arranged by the papa. This should never change.
What is the time you put out the prop? Where does it stop? Where does it stop? Where does it stop? Do I still have something to say about my daughter? Or doesn't anybody have to ask the father anymore?
I have wanted to ask you for some time, Reb Tevye. But first I wanted to save up for my own sewing machine. So that...
Stop talking nonsense. You're just a poor tailor.
That's true, Reb Tevye, but even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness. I promise you, Reb Tevye, your daughter will not starve.
He's beginning to talk like a man. What kind of match would that be with a poor tailor? On the other hand, he's an honest, hard worker. On the other hand, he has absolutely nothing. But on the other hand, things could never get worse for them. They could only get better.
They gave each other a pledge, unheard of, absurd. They gave each other a
Pledge? Unthinkable!
Look at my daughter's face. She loves him. She wants him. Look at my daughter's eyes. So hopeful. Tradition.
Well, children, when shall we make the wedding?
Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles, God took a Daniel once again, stood by his side and miracle of miracles, walked him through the lion's den. Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles, I was afraid that God would frown, but like he did so long ago at Jericho, God just made a wall fall down. When Moses softened Pharaoh's heart, that was a miracle. When God made the waters of the Red Sea part, that was a miracle too. But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is that out of a worthless lump of clay, God has made a man today. Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles, God took a tailor by the hand, turned him around and miracle of miracles, led him to the promised land. When David slew Goliath, yes, that was a miracle. When God gave us manna in the wilderness, that was a miracle too. But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is the one I thought could never be. God has given you to me.
Tevye, wake up! What's the matter? Why are you howling like that?
Where is she? Where is she?
Where is who? Who are you talking about?
From Sarah, the butcher's first wife. She was standing there a minute ago.
What's the matter with you, Tevye? Fruma Sarah's been dead for years. You must have been dreaming. Now, tell me what you dreamt, and I will tell you what it meant.
All right. Only don't be frightened. All right. This was my dream. In the beginning, I dreamt that we were having a celebration of some kind. Everyone we knew, all of our beloved, departed were there. And in the middle of the dream, immortal Grandmother Zeitel, may she rest in peace.
Grandmother Zeitel? How did she look?
Well, for a woman who is dead 30 years, she looked very good. Naturally, I went up to greet her.
A blessing on your head.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
To see a daughter wed.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
And such a son-in-law like no one ever saw. The tailor Mottel Kamzoil.
Mottel?
A worthy boy is he.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
Of pious family.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
They named him after my dear Uncle Mordechai, the tailor Muttel Kamzoil.
Tailor? She must have heard wrong. She meant the butcher.
I'll tell her. You must have heard wrong, Grandma. There's no tailor.
Huh?
You meant the butcher, Grandma, by the name of Little Wolf.
No, that can mean a tailor, tailor. My great-grandchild, my little Zeitel, who you named for me. Muttel's bride was meant to be. For such a match I prayed.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
In heaven it was made.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
A fine upstanding boy, a comfort and a joy. The tailor Muttel Kamzoil.
But we've announced it already. We made a bargain with the butcher.
But we announced it, Grandma, to our neighbors. We made a bargain, Grandma, with the butcher is a wolf.
No, so you announced it, Tevye, that your head ache. As for Liza Wolf, I say to you, Tevye, that's your headache too.
A blessing on your house, mazel tov, mazel tov. Imagine such a spouse, mazel tov, mazel tov. And such a son-in-law, like no one ever saw. The tailor Mottel Kamzoil. The tailor Mottel Kamzoil. The tailor Mottel comes.
Shut!
Look, who is this? Who is this? Who comes here? What woman is this? By righteous anger shaken.
Yes, it could.
Why not?
Who could be mistaken?
It's the butcher's wife come from beyond the grave. It's the butcher's dear darling departed wife. Fruma Sarah, 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 Fruma Sarah.
What is this about your daughter marrying my husband?
It's the husband.
Could you do this to your friend and neighbor, Fruma Sarah?
Fruma Sarah.
Have you no consideration for a woman's feelings?
Woman's feelings.
Handing over my belongings to a total stranger.
Total stranger.
How can you allow it? How can you let your daughter take my place, live in my house, carry my keys, and wear my clothes?
How can you allow your daughter to take her place?
Clothes!
House! Keys! Clothes!
Wouldn't let it happen. Tell me that it isn't true, and then I wouldn't worry. Say you didn't give your blessing to your daughter's marriage. Let me tell you what would follow such a fatal wedding. If Zeitel marries Liza or Wolf, I pity them both. She'll live with him 3 weeks. And when 3 weeks are up,
Let it fall in the river and may it sink back into the earth. Such a dark and horrible dream. And to think it was brought on because of that butcher. Tevye, if my grandmother Seidel, may she rest in peace, took the trouble to come all the way from the other world to tell us about the tailor, all we can say is that it's for the best and couldn't be any better. Amen.
Amen.
A blessing on my head, muzzle tov, like Grandma Seidel said, muzzle tov. We'll have a son-in-law, like Noah never saw, the tailor model come soil.
We haven't got the man,
muzzle tov,
we had when we began,
muzzle tov.
But since your grandma came, she'll marry, what's his name?
The tailor model come soil.
The tailor model comes soil. The tailor model comes soil. The tailor model comes soil. Is this the little girl I carried? Is this the little boy at play?
I don't remember growing older. When did they?
When did she get to be a beauty? When did he grow to be this tall?
Wasn't it yesterday when they were small?
Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly flow the days. Seedlings turn overnight to sunflowers, blossoming even as we gaze.
Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly fly the years. One season following another, laden with happiness and tears.
What words of wisdom can I give them? How can I help to ease their way?
Now they must learn from one another, day by day.
They look so natural together,
Just like two newlyweds should be.
Is there a canopy in store for me? Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly flow the days. Seedlings turn overnight to sunflowers, blossoming even as we gaze.
Tomorrow morning we set off for Kiev, and there are some things about our work that I cannot tell even you.
I see.
Please don't be upset.
Why should I be upset? If you must go, you must.
I do have to leave. There will be great changes in this country. Tremendous changes. But they can't happen by themselves.
So you told me. And naturally you feel that you, personally...
Not only me. Jews, Gentiles, many people hate what's going on.
So you want to leave. Then goodbye.
Listen to me. I have work to do. The greatest work a man can do. Don't you understand? Hodel, wait. There's a question. A certain question I want to discuss with you.
What is it?
It's a question of marriage. You see, it's really quite political. The relationship between a man and a woman has a socio-economic base. Marriage must be founded on mutual beliefs, common attitude and philosophy towards society.
And affection.
Yes, that is also necessary. Such a relationship can have positive social values when two people face the world with unity and solidarity.
And affection.
Yes, that is an important element. At any rate, I am in favour of such a socio-economic relationship.
I think you're asking me to marry you.
Well, in a theoretical sense, yes.
I was hoping you were.
I used to tell myself that I had everything, but that was only half true. I had an aim in life, and that was everything, but now I even have you. I have something that I would die for, someone that I could live for too. Yes, now I have everything, not only everything, I have a little bit more. Besides having everything, I know what everything's for. I used to wonder, could there be a wife to share such a difficult, wandering kind of life?
I was only out of sight, waiting right.
Who knows tomorrow where our home will be?
I'll be with you and that's home enough for
Everything
me.
is right at hand, simple and clear. Something that I would die for, someone that I could live for too. Yes, now I have everything, not only everything, I have a little bit more. Besides having everything, I know what everything's for.
Tomorrow morning we set off for Kiev, and there are some things about our work that I cannot tell even you.
I see.
Please don't be upset.
Why should I be upset? If you must go, you must.
I do have to leave. There will be great changes in this country. Tremendous changes. But they can't happen by themselves.
So you told me. And naturally you feel that you, personally...
Not only me. Jews, Gentiles, many people hate what's going on.
So you want to leave. Then goodbye.
Listen to me. I have work to do. The greatest work a man can do. Don't you understand? Hodel, wait. There's a question. A certain question I want to discuss with you.
What is it?
It's a question of marriage. You see, it's really quite political. The relationship between a man and a woman has a socio-economic base. Marriage must be founded on mutual beliefs, common attitude and philosophy towards society.
And affection.
Yes, that is also necessary. Such a relationship can have positive social values when two people face the world with unity and solidarity.
And affection.
Yes, that is an important element. At any rate, I am in favour of such a socio-economic relationship.
I think you're asking me to marry you.
Well, in a theoretical sense, yes.
I was hoping you were.
I used to tell myself that I had everything, but that was only half true. I had an aim in life, and that was everything, but now I even have you. I have something that I would die for, someone that I could live for too. Yes, now I have everything, not only everything, I have a little bit more. Besides having everything, I know what everything's for. I used to wonder, could there be a wife to share such a difficult, wandering kind of life?
I was only out of sight, waiting right.
Who knows tomorrow where our home will be?
I'll be with you, and that's home enough for
Everything
me.
is right at hand, simple and clear. Something that I would die for, someone that I could live for too. Yes, now I have everything, not only everything, I have a little bit more. Besides having everything, I know what everything's for.
Do you love me?
Do I what?
Do you love me?
Do I love you? Without daughters getting married and there's trouble in the town, you're upset, you're worn out, go inside, go lie down. Maybe it's indigestion.
Golda, I'm asking you a question. Do you love me?
You're a fool.
I know. But do you love me?
Do I love you?
Well?
For 25 years I've washed your clothes, cooked your meals, cleaned your house, given you children, milked the cow. After 25 years, why talk about love right now?
Golda? The first time I met you was on our wedding day. I was scared.
I was shy.
I was nervous.
So was I.
But my father and my mother said we'd learn to love each other. And now I'm asking Golda, do you love me?
I'm your wife.
I know, but do you love me?
Do I love him?
Well?
For 25 years I've lived with him, fought with him, starved with him. 25 years my bed is his. If that's not love, what is?
Then you love me.
I suppose I do.
And I suppose I love you too. It doesn't change a thing, but even so, after 25 years, it's nice to
such news for you. Remember Perchik, that crazy student? Remember at the wedding when Title married Model and Perchik started dancing with Tavia's daughter Hodel? Well, I just heard that Perchik's been arrested in Kiev.
No!
Yes!
Shangle! Wait till I tell you. Remember Perchik, that crazy student? Remember at the wedding? He danced with Tavia's Huddle. Well, I just heard that Huddle's been arrested in Kiev.
No, terrible.
Mirla! Do you remember Perchik, that student from Kiev? Remember how he acted when Title married Model? Well, I just heard that Model's been arrested for dancing at the wedding.
No!
In Kiev!
Rabbi! Remember Perchik with all his strange ideas. Remember Saito's wedding, where Tevye danced with Golda. Well, I just heard that Tevye's been arrested and Golda's gone to Kiev. God forbid! She did! Oh!
Listen, everyone! Terrible news! Terrible! Remember Perchik, who started all the trouble? Well, I just heard from someone who should know. What? That Golda's been arrested and Hodel's gone to Kiev. Model started dancing and Tevye's acting strange. Princess has the measles and Belka has the mumps.
And that's what comes from men and women dancing. Rifki, I have such news for you. Remember Perchik, that crazy student? Remember at the wedding when Title married Model and Perchik started dancing with Tavia's daughter Hodel? Well, I just heard that Perchik's been arrested in Kiev.
No!
Yes!
Shangle! Wait till I tell you. Remember Perchik, that crazy student? Remember at the wedding? He danced with Tevye's Huddle. Well, I just heard that Huddle's been arrested in Kiev.
No, terrible.
Mirla! Do you remember Perchik, that student from Kiev? Remember how he acted when Title married Model? Well, I just heard that Model's been arrested for dancing at the wedding.
No!
In Kiev!
Rabbi! Remember Perchik with all his strange ideas. Remember Saito's wedding, where Tevye danced with Golda. Well, I just heard that Tevye's been arrested and Golda's gone to Kiev. God forbid! She did! Oh!
Listen, everyone! Terrible news! Terrible! Remember Perchik, who started all the trouble? Well, I just heard from someone who should know. What? That Golda's been arrested and Hodel's gone to Kiev. Model started dancing and Tevye's acting strange. Princess has the measles and Belka has the mumps.
And that's what comes from men and women dancing.
Little bird, little Havala, I don't understand what's happening today. Everything is all a blur. All I can see is a happy child, a sweet little bird you were, Havala, Havala. Little bird, little Havala, you were always such
pretty little thing, everybody's favorite child. Gentle and kind and affectionate, the sweet little bird you were, Havilah, Havilah.
I want to talk with you. Papa, stop! At least listen to me. Papa, I beg you to accept us.
Accept them? How could I accept them? Can I deny everything I believe in? On the other hand, can I deny my own child? On the other hand, how can I turn my back on my faith and my people? If I try to bend that far, I will break. On the other hand, there is no other hand. No harbor.
Papa?
No harbor.
Papa, please.
No.
No. Papa.
Rabbi, we've been waiting for the Messiah all our lives. Wouldn't today be a good time for him to come?
We'll have to wait for him someplace else. Meanwhile, let's start packing.
Well, Anatevka hasn't been exactly the Garden of Eden.
That's true.
After all, what have we got here? A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
A pot.
A pan.
A broom.
A hat.
Someone should have set a match to this place years ago.
A bench, a tree.
So what's a stove for a house?
People who pass through Anatevka don't even know they've been here.
A stick of wood, a piece of cloth.
What do we leave? Nothing much. Only Anatevka. Anatevka, Anatevka, underfed, overworked, Anatevka. Where else could Sabbath be so sweet? Anatevka, Anatevka, intimate, obstinate, Anatevka, where I know everyone I meet. Soon I'll be a stranger in a strange new place, searching for an old familiar face. I belong in Anatevka. Tumble down, work a day, Anatevka. Dear little village, little town.
It's just a place.
And our forefathers have been forced out of many, many places at a moment's notice.
Maybe that's why we always wear our hats.